Let's continue with the other ones, and I'll show you what I got. So this one was definitely on my list. It is a Brachypelma Boehmei, the Mexican fire leg, and it's just a tiny little sling also, but again, to save on shipping, I threw one on this order, and that's what the little enclosure, the round one, was for, and the pinheads. This was part of their beginner package where they give you an actual enclosure and the things to go inside of the enclosure and some food for it for a couple of weeks, and that's what that is. So Brachypelma Boehmei, the Mexican fire leg. I also got a Nhandu Coloratovillosus, the Brazilian black and white. And I already have a Nhandu chromatus, which I like, but I really like that this species is very similar, and it looks really close, but it's a little bit more furry and fuzzy, and I like that. So I definitely wanted one in my collection, and here she is. And this one should probably warrant its own video as well. But with all of the tarantulas that I purchased, I was able to get a freebie. And my freebie is officially my very first Old World tarantula, Harpactire Pulchripes, the golden blue-leg baboon. And for those of you in the hobby that don't know, New World is pretty much in the Columbus sense of the phrase, meaning the New World, North America, Central America, South America, and Old World refers to pretty much everything else, so Asia, Africa, and Australia. They don't have urticating hairs to defend themselves, so they tend to be bolty, or they stand and fight. So either this thing is going to run across my desk and under my bed, or it's going to try to fight me. But it's kind of tiny right now. It's just a little baby sling, so it probably should be okay. But my very first Old World tarantula. I'm very, very, very excited. Let's first do the Nhandu Coloratovillosus, the Brazilian black and white. And this one should be about 1.5 inches. So this container might be a little bit big for it, but that's okay. Rather not keep it in a tiny, tiny, tiny little sling pod that I'm going to have to pull it out of after one mold anyway, so this one will give it a little bit of room to grow. Ooh, and she's actually a pretty decent size there. Very cool. Wow, I think that is amazing looking. Similar colors to Nhandu chromatus. Now, Nhandu chromatus is actually called a Brazilian red and white, and this is considered a Brazilian black and white, but I think the colorations are pretty similar actually. But they are just more fuzzy and furry and hairy looking, and I think they're awesome. Let's see if we can just coax her out of there. Maybe not. Here she comes. Look at that. Right? Pretty cool. Nhandu Coloratovillosus. Great size on her too. That's a perfect starter size. I love getting tarantulas about 1.5 inches, maybe even 2. Okay, now these next two are going to be pretty small. So here's my Brachypelma Boehmei, the Mexican fire leg. Oh yeah, it's a decent little size too. I'd say almost an inch. So this container is going to be a little bit small. I'm going to have to get her out of here pretty soon, I think. But that's okay, I don't mind transferring and rehousing these. Is not how you want to be taken out. There you go. Mexican fire leg. How cool. Already starting to show the adult colors a little bit. Very cool. And a very healthy, active spider. Awesome. All right, now this one. Now this one, like I said, Harpactire Pulchripes. The golden blue-leg baboon is an Old World tarantula, so you have to be a little bit more careful with these. The venom, some people would consider medically significant, so you don't really want to get bit by these. All my New World tarantulas are pretty much like a bee sting, maybe even less than that. This one is a little bit more dangerous, and I hate to use the word dangerous because I don't consider these dangerous at all. They just require a little bit more care, that's all. And I will get a catch cup ready because the chances of this bolting are much greater. And this species will do quite a bit of webbing and some burrowing. So this should be enough substrate at this size because she's pretty tiny, and enough sphagnum moss in there for her to have some anchor points that she should be okay. But these are a little bit faster growing than a lot of my Brachypelmas and my New World species, so she might outgrow this pretty quickly, hopefully. And again, I'm just going to take a tiny bit more care than usual and face her towards, oh, here she comes already. So let's get that lid ready. Okay, she bolts that way. Look at that. Unbelievable. Let me see if we can tempt fate here and get a shot of that girl. Look at her. And she's leaving already. Just awesome. Look at her. Let's go ahead and get the lid on her just in case. Because again, if any of them are going to bolt and run across my room, it's going to be this one. So now she is in there. And I'm very happy with that. Again, Tanya from Fear Not, perfect, excellent customer support. The animals were packed perfectly. Everything looks great. I have a free Old World Tarantula with my order. You can't beat that. I got a new free enclosure. You can't beat that. All in all, again, I'm just really impressed with fearnottarantulas.com. I'm impressed with Tanya, and I'm really happy about all my new spiders. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.